All right, hold on, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. This is guys, come on. My dogs are crazy this morning. They're gonna take my legs out. This is the second transmission this morning. I just cut the other one off to make sure it was short enough to get on YouTube. Hey, can somebody put a timer on 14 minutes? I don't think I'm gonna ramble on that long, but give me a 14-minute mark and everybody start hollering when we hit it. Please, just give me 14 minutes. Anyway, so basically it looks like, just to recap on BZ's message after speaking with Heather last night, they didn't have the phone call recorded, but it's looking very probable that Heather's released today or else transferred to Tennessee, but it sounds like she thinks she's going to be released. I presume that means the case would be dismissed, and then I'm wondering what the status of Randall Bean and his case would be, because as far as I'm concerned, if both of those cases are dismissed, then that triggers and acknowledges full legal access, unfettered access to collateral accounts, TDA accounts, whatever you want to call them. At least that's my take on it. I've been kind of telling people be wise to hold off, and but if that happened, I don't think I'd tell people that anymore. Oh, what? The sound is slow? What does that mean? Sorry, I don't know what you mean by that. I thought you said the sound is slow, but then the message faded out on me. Okay, I'll try to talk louder if the sound is low. So, and get a little closer. So, here's the other thing. A guy named Jack emailed me yesterday, told me he went into his bank, talked to, I think it was a district manager, fairly high up person, and gave him a 10-minute, synopsis of, the whole collateral account situation and how we've been fraud's been perpetrated against us. And he said she was basically, and I wish I had his email in front of me to read to you, but she said she was basically very cooperative with him and was nodding while he was going through, I guess, his presentation. And then at the end, she asked him what she could do for him. How could I help you, I guess? How could I help you with this even? So he, I think, talked about, Federal Reserve transfers. And there's somebody else that I've been communicating with regularly that I met through this series of events. And I won't say his name because I haven't asked him if I could use his name. But he has been using the, the Public Debt Trust, which I think is based out of Treasury, not the Federal Reserve. And he gave me that routing number, so that's out there. And I guess a few days ago, paid his car insurance, and his position is that if, guys, hold on! Man, they are absolutely crazy today. His position is, it went through, the payment went through for his car insurance, and his position is that if it sticks today, which I believe this morning will be the third day, that he thinks that's the route to go, and said he'll go public with that. So if that sticks, and we get word that Heather and Randall's case have just been dismissed, then I don't know, say we're good to go. So please feel free to text me, email me today if there's some updates. Hopefully BZ will text me, because at some point I'm going to have to pack up my Mac. I'm not going to have access other than my PDA, and I tend not to surf on the internet and go check things, and plus I'll just have my hands full moving. So feel free to text me. Hey guys, come on, text me if you see anything coming up. So I'm going to flip the camera for a minute. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, you can go to the i-uv.com website, and the first article box is where all those new documents and stuff are. So email is contact@TheLightReports.com, contact@TheLightReports.com. So I'm going to flip the camera now and just put some dog action on for a minute or two instead of having to look at. Come on, run around like you have been, you nuts. Loki found the tennis ball. So of course his brother's jealous. I mean, they've just been running non-stop, and then of course as soon as I want to film them. You guys all tuckered out now? 8 minutes, thanks. When I flip the camera. Oh, you know what I need to start doing too? I think a guy said if you start broadcasting in landscape that it stays that way, I think. So when you post it up to YouTube, it's in landscape instead of having the two big black shadows on the front. DJ, what are you doing, you knucklehead? So is anybody else out there having some success with you know, their collateral account, and if so, your technique? Yeah, my tendency is stay away from the Federal Reserve and go with that public trust. Yeah, I have Dobies, 3 Dobies. That's their mother, Sophie. She's almost 8, and these are her boys. That's DJ, and the fawn is Loki. DJ's a red. Loki's a fawn, which is like silver, because when Louis Doberman bred Dobermans, he used Weimaraners as well. He's often mistaken by people as a Weimey. So every once in a while you get the silver Weimaraner expression in their fur. Their dad was a fawn as well. Guys, come on! Alright, we'll head back. What else we got going here? What else is exciting and new? Anyone? With reversal fees. Well, the only thing I would say to that, reversal fees, like they charge you for a reversal? Well, that sucks. They're gonna get you one way or another, right? Charge your reversal fees on your own money. Gotta love those banksters. What else is up, guys? I'm moving down to Fredericksburg. It's about 40 miles south of DC. I can tell you, I'm happy to get out of the out of the Beltway. This is very dark energy. I mean, there's a reason why I've been up here 15 years in the belly of the beast. It's because I've been doing what I'm supposed to do on mission. And you know, I can still, of course, come up to DC. It's a little bit longer of a drive when I have people's business to conduct up here, but use the routing number posted on the IEV website for the public debt account. I think that's the same one I'm referencing. Did you see the math? I did not. What, did he have some new revelations? I got to tell you, I'm glad Matt Couch is doing his work. I've kind of bit my tongue on this, but we did a demonstration where this was organized by my good friend Pizzagate Howie, who is out there putting his ass on the line for kids. And he had a demonstration set up, and basically, make a long story short, Mr. Couch really said some falsehoods and some disparaging things about us in our demonstration. I was very disappointed. I pointed out to him that what he had stated was not factual, and apparently he acknowledged that to Pizzagate Howie, but he wouldn't publicly retract it when he had put it on Periscope. So I was a little disappointed in that. I mean, I told him I wish him well in his work and that we're all on the same team, you know, and we really shouldn't put each other down unless we have some concrete proof. We shouldn't speculate and then present it as fact when disparaging your fellow freedom fighters. But anyways, I'm sorry to go off on that, but I was actually just thinking about that yesterday because I never really called him out on that. So what's going on with Seth Rich case? Because I'll tell you this, I had about 9 FOIAs in with the DC government, and they're nothing but a bunch of liars and obstructionists. Jared Beck. Who's Jared Beck? I don't who's Jared Beck? Sorry. Yeah, so I had a bunch of FOIAs in. They won't give me the death certificate without next of kin, which I don't get. You know, if someone's dead, what the hell's the difference on the death certificate? We have a right to know how they were murdered, especially when taxpayers are paying for that report to be put together. I think that's a bunch of Bravo Sierra. And then, of course, I took a FOIA approach that probably not a lot of people did, because I believe the mayor's office shut this down. 4 minutes left, thanks. I believe the mayor's office shut that investigation down, Mayor Bowser. So I've gone to her office for FOIAs and said I want every and any and all electronic, telephone, whatever communication with her office and her deputy mayors, with anyone on the outside regarding the Seth Rich case, or with the DCMPD. And anyway, I haven't had enough time to focus on those FOIAs, but I have been reading the responses, and they're all just rejections and 6 and 7 paragraphs of legal mumbo jumbo bullshit, and never answering any of the questions that I asked them. So I think it warrants really, I'd like to see Larry Klayman and Judicial Watch get involved here, because they're the king of FOIAs, folks, in case you don't know. And I'd like to see them involved and calling out the DC government and getting this information, because they're masterful at that. I just think they try to stay away from stuff that they consider too controversial. But you know, when I get settled down, and if DC continues to obstruct on these FOIAs, you know, I'm gonna get in. I've been in touch with those guys before. I'm gonna get in touch with Judicial Watch. There's Loki leaving himself. Did he drop one? Hold on, please, folks. I'm gonna get in touch with Judicial Watch myself. And guys, come here. See if they won't get involved. Yeah, they are busy these days, aren't they? The Clintons keep them busy with all their fraud and deception. Hopefully, part of everything that's going on, we'll see all those kinds of people in prison soon. Where's... you can probably find his video on his Twitter account, which I think is at Matt Couch, or at Real Matt Couch. Seth was executed by an attendant. You know, I'm going to speak on that. Somebody keep that timer going. There was that doctor who posted on 4chan who claimed to be a resident. I know who that doctor is, and there's other guys, George Webb and Matt Couch, are dismissing that as not legitimate. And I think I know who that doctor is. I've ID'd that doctor, and I have not made their name public, and I have not heard their name publicly anywhere. I have made quite a bit of an effort to contact this doctor or this doctor's family members. Oh, shit. 1 minute or 2 minutes? And contact their families, 1 minute. Family members. And I've just been told, don't call here again. So, anyway, you know, when I get settled in again, it's really a lot of turmoil right now, moving and then trying to cover this. But when I get settled back in, I'll be all over that too. I'd really like to find that woman. Anyway, guys, I'm going to sign out so we can upload this to YouTube. I love y'all. Thanks for checking in, and hopefully we got some good news later this morning. Thanks. Bye.